Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type.
180, 56, double dog, that's the way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 4 yards on the pickup there as a first. On the delay, here's Carson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky Marcus Peters. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
And he'll be tackled at the a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. In the coverage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Again, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, It's Carson. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a law. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Right now they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
Well, they fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. Now Wilson on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This is Carson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completes it to Jason Witten. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Able to push his way through. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 39, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Henderson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st. It's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports.
What we got? What we got?
A shotgun snap for Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Rams defense heading back onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide. They want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Here we go. 180. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
54 Mike. 54 Mike.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Gone. Complete to Kelly. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is gone. He finds Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And this is caught by Winton, the tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Complete to Jason Winton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. Going right side, he has Winton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's been pretty quiet here in the second quarter. They've got the lead. That's the good news. But you think they get him more involved going forward?
I think that they do, and that's what they always want to do because he's such a priority and he's such a big-time playmaker. But sometimes defenses take that away, and they've been able to find another way to get it done themselves.
Yeah, they absolutely have. They're winning, and look at the scoreboard right now. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now Goff on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He's able to find Wallace. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Seattle, 47 yards on the ground. So he had it bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Check. 59. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut the lead down to 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Open man is born.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Wilson's pass. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Single.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. It is the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. The 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Corey Littleton, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They run it with Carson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. On first down, Henderson. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Clay Matthews. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Michael goes tonight. Mike playing. Ready. Double tight. 3.
They'll run with Henderson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run here, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
On the counter, it's Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen. But when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Wilson finding Bourne here over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
50. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Give him a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
They run once more with Henderson. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Big Dan.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Ricky.
They'll run on first down. Kellen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
120. 54. Hey, here I come.
On second down now, it's Henderson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Mike's 50. Come to you. Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
White 20.
Mike 54.
Get your swerve on.
Turbo's up. Turbo's up.
They'll run here with Henderson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 6 yards away. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will extend this big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Again, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he gets it down to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This will be from 49 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. On 1st down, Henderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
We got 3. We got 3.
Now Henderson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Kelly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Black 20. Come up the ball. Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Set.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Henderson. Ronald Blair on the stop.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.